Welcome back, children. Children, in today's module, we are going to start with a new topic called matrices. The concept of matrices already we have studied in standard 10. Just to recapitulate, I'm just revising this topic once again because we have done a very, you can say, beginning of it. Lot of other things we have to know in matrices now. So first of all, if somebody asks you what do you mean by the term matrices, how will you define it? So to define, I'll just give you one example. Let us consider two person here, Ram and Shyam. In this situation of lockdown, they went to market to purchase two things, rice and wheat. Ram purchased 4 kilogram of rice and 3 kilogram of wheat, while Shyam purchased 5 kilogram of rice and 4 kilogram of wheat. Is it clear? So this is how I have written a data of two friends who went for marketing and they got something from the market. Now, suppose this data, which is in the form of array, if I am arranging, like this is the arrangement which I am making. So here you can see that there are two horizontal rows and there are two vertical columns. So if the rows and the columns has to be written in a rectangular form, like if I am writing here 4 kg of rice and 3 kg of wheat, by whom? Ram. 5 kg of rice and 4 kg of wheat, by whom? Shyam. So this data, suppose if I am representing as marketing M, so this is basically called as a matrix. So what exactly is matrix? The matrix stands for the rectangular arrangement of mn rows and columns. So when I say mn rows, it stands for the m number of rows and n number of columns. So in this case, I'll write here m by n, in which the value of m stands for the number of rows. So you can see, children, how many rows are present here? 2 rows are present here, so the number of rows will be 2. N is equals to number of column. So here you can see how many columns are there. It is 2. So I'll write here the order of this matrix is 2 by 2. So the order of the matrix will be written as what? 2 by 2. The matrix is always denoted by a capital letter and it is always written in a square bracket. So these all basics you people have already studied. Just to recapitulate, I have done it. Now, there are different types of matrices, you know very well. Now, one more thing I want to tell you, that these, you can say 4, 3, 5, 4 are the elements of the matrix. But if I want to find the position of this element, how I am going to get the position? Like suppose if I have to write the position, so position is written as Aij. So I stands for the position of row and J stands for the position of column. Like suppose this 4, what is the position of this 4? So this 4 position I am going to write here A, first row and first column. That means first row and first column, it is 4. Now this is 3. So this belongs to which row? The first row, but it is the second column. So this is A1 and 2. Now this 5, this is A second row and first column, and this 4 is second row and second column. So with the help of this I and J, we can exactly locate the position of the elements of the matrix. Is it clear? Now, before I move to the types of matrix, first of all, children, you should know two things here. One is called as a comparable matrices, another is equal matrices. So, what is the meaning of comparable and equal? Suppose two of the matrices is provided to you. Like a matrix A is given and the value of A is 1, 2, 3 and 4. So, tell me, children, what is the order of this? The order is 2 by 2. Suppose another matrix B is provided to you. This is suppose A, B, C and D. What is the order of this again here? 2 by 2. So if the two matrices are having the same order, that means same number of rows and same number of column, they are called to be as what? Comparable matrix. Again, if I am taking one more matrix C here and the value of C is again A, B, C and D. So here in this case, B and C have got all the elements identical. So these two matrices will be called as what? Equal matrices. So here, children, I can call A and B as the comparable matrix and B and C as what? Equal matrix. Am I clear? Now, other type of matrix, suppose the first, this again I am telling you this, you people have studied in standard 10, row matrix. the matrix which contains only one row. Like take the example, I am taking example of this matrix A, one row, that is 1, 2 and 3. How many rows are present, children? One row. So the order of this was one row, and how many column? 3 column. So this is basically called as what matrix? Tell me. A row matrix. Another matrix B I am writing here, it is here 2, 3 and 5. So you can see that, children, how many columns are there? One column is there, but how many rows? 3. So I can write this one as 3 by 1. So 3 rows and 1 column. So this will be called as what matrix? Column matrix. Am I clear? So the row matrix and column matrix equal. Now in this matrix A, I have taken here what? The number of rows 2 and the number of columns also 2. So this is basically called as what matrix? Square matrix. The matrix in which the number of rows and columns are equal, we call it as what? Square matrix. Now I'm giving you one more example, like a matrix I have written here P, and I'm writing this as 1, 2, 3, and then it is 4, 5, 6. So if I have to write the order of this matrix, you can see that how many rows are present? 2 rows are present. This is row number 1, this is row number 2. How many columns are there? This is column number 1, column number 2, and here it is column number 3. So if I have to write the order, I'll write here what is the order? Row number 2 and column number is 3. So this is 2 by 3 order. So here you can see that the number of rows and number of columns are not equal. That's why we call it as what matrix? Rectangular matrix. So we have discussed square matrix, we have discussed rectangular matrix, row matrix, as well as column matrix. Now one very important thing which is called as what? A diagonal matrix. What do you mean by diagonal matrix? The matrix in which only the leading diagonal will contain the elements, rest of all the elements will be what? 0. That is basically called as what? A diagonal matrix. Am I clear? Again I am repeating, the matrix in which, like take the example, I am taking here one example here, like Q is the matrix, and here I am writing here 2, 3 and 4. This is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So you can see that this is the leading diagonal. This leading diagonal is only containing the element. So that's why it is called as what? Diagonal matrix. Am I clear or not? Understood or not? Yes? Now next we are having what? Scalar matrix. What do you mean by scalar matrix? Any idea, children? Scalar matrix? A diagonal matrix in which all the leading diagonal elements are identical. They are called as what? Scalar matrix. Again I am repeating, take the example that here in this case the leading diagonal is what? Tell me. 2, 3 and 4. Are they identical? No. So that means it's a diagonal matrix. But suppose I am taking 2, 2 and 2. So all the leading diagonal elements will be what? Equal. In that case we call it as a what matrix? Scalar matrix. Now the unit matrix. The diagonal matrix in which the leading diagonal elements are always unit. That means the value of the leading diagonal element is 1. We call it as what matrix? Unit matrix. Am I clear? Now if the unit matrix has to be denoted, it is denoted by the alphabet I. So this is I2, and suppose if it is I3. So what is the meaning of I2? I2 means unit matrix of order 2. I3 means unit matrix of order 3. So when I write I2, you are going to write 1, 0, 0, 1. So this is the unit matrix of order 2. When I write I3, this is equals to 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0 and 0, 0, 1. So this is the unit matrix of order what? 3. So here I have denoted or represented the unit matrix by two term, I2 as well as what? I3. Now there take the example of this, you can say matrix in which Q is equals to 2, 3, 4, and here you can see that all the elements are 0. Here also all the elements are 0. So in this case we call it as a what matrix? Diagonal matrix. But sometimes it happens that only this part is 0 or this part is 0. So in that case we define that type of matrix as triangular matrix. That means we can call it as a lower triangular and upper triangular. These all details we are going to study in the next module, children. Thank you all of you.